guys are part of the team, the Facts of Life this week. We worked on doing Bedside report. Wanted to know what your thoughts were about doing this kind of change, and you know, how it's gone, and a little bit about what it means for you. So what comes to mind when you think about how we spent the last 3 days?
I think as a new staff member on the unit, it really, having a standard approach of handover will help alleviate any of those, should I talk too much about this situation or shouldn't I? And it really just keeps everyone on the same playing field, if you can call it that.
Okay.
I think as far as our quality of care, we give great care. We already know that, but as far as implementing a safety initiative, this is the best possible way we can increase our safety, increase client satisfaction, increase our client-centered care, all by doing just this one small change in our practice. We're already giving a report, we're thorough in our reports. It's just now doing it in front of the patient and including the patient as part of the healthcare team.
Okay.
I think you're both right. And I like something that you said earlier too, is like, we do a good job, but maybe we get like 98% or 99% and we might just miss that one little thing, and this is just going to help us make sure that we do 100% of everything 100% of the time.
Wow, okay. When we started this, there's a lot of ideas and potentially some worries and concerns about that kind of stuff. What were those kinds of issues, and do you think we've covered the bases of them?
I think the whole, us doing a video and rolling it out really slowly, and the handover, having a quality checklist, and then having just ways to remind people to do visual checks. Those are things that'll help us ease into this process, and I think we're, as a team, we'll get started and roll it out in a couple weeks.
Okay.
The biggest complaint or worries I feel like I heard always were confidential information, and just how to deal with certain situations. And I feel like for me personally, the thing that really kind of made it click in my head is we're always preparing the patient for this. Like, we're going to go in there ahead of time when it's a private moment between them and us, so we can talk to them, figure out what they're worried about, making sure that if they have any questions, we answer them, and that we prepare them for that report. You know, get their pain under control, get them, you know, up to the bathroom beforehand, make sure we have all of our charting done before we even do the report in the room. And so that's going to set you up for success, and make sure that you're not going to miss anything or say something that the patient doesn't want said in the room or around certain people.
I think one of the other challenges we're finding, we haven't totally addressed it, is what do we do in the situations where we're running for a stat section right at shift change, or the patient is really uncomfortable, or the patient is fully and we're setting her up to push right at shift change. How are we going to do the bedside report involving the patient when she's distressed, when she's under a general anesthetic, when she's about to push, and it would just be inappropriate to start talking to her about these things. So that's something we need to think about a little more. Bedside handover is a standard of care. It will be expected of all of us, and we just need to keep coming up with creative solutions and practicing this so that we find our own ways of still meeting the standard of care but also meeting the needs of the patient.